Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here to do One Piece episode 556 review. Before I get started, look down below for the preview of One Piece episode 557, the Facebook fan page, and the actual episode of One Piece 556. That being said, this episode, one word. One word. Suuuper! Yeah! People, Franky. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? The brachio tank was kind of cheesy. It was kind of cheesy because the sound it made, it was meh, 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 meh. I'm like, that's really corny. That's really, really corny. But when Franky came out, when he came out on the Black Rhino FR-U that was hot. When he came in there, started doing all these corkscrews, fire. Fire. People, it was fire. It was fire. Franky was impressive, alright? And Luffy is in awe the entire time as he sees these new weapons being displayed. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, that was some cool shit, alright? The brachio tank was like, a little bit too corny. A little bit too corny. But the Black Rhino motorcycle, that was hot. Especially the animation. If you notice the animation, when Franky was on the motorcycle, it was so good. It was so good. He came out, the bike was sparkling, looking brand spanking new. It was like, whoa, it was crazy. The finish on that, the polish, perfect. Perfect. Sick ass motorcycle. So, that being said, this episode can be broken down into 5 parts. The first part is going to be a little competition between Sanji and Zoro. Sanji sees Zoro get a lot of kills. He's like, what the fuck? I'm going to get some more kills. Zoro's like, bring it on. And then, you know, we see them competing once again. And Jinbei this is his first time witnessing Sanji and Zoro competing with each other. And Robin notifies him that this is normal. But like between those two, that's very normal. The second thing is the new ability of Soul King Brook. Now what happens here is that Horty Jones gets pissed off. And then Dosen commands the artillery unit to go and attack Shirahoshi. Soul King Brook cuts them off with an illusion. He plays the violin, and then this violin creates an illusion by using the sound waves and the vibrations in the eardrum, and then he creates an illusion. And they believe that they're in a festival, and then they start dancing and partying and like, yeah, and then they start shooting their cans into the sky, and then Dozen's like, what the hell are you guys doing? And then the guy, but like Dozen, like there's a party going on, like don't you see? And then Brooks like, I already cut you. Ding, you know, ding, and then straight up, you know, says some something fantasia, and then straight up they all just fall down dead. I'm like, yeah, that's right, Soul King Brook, all right, for the motherfucking win. And then comes Robin. More soldiers hook around, and then they're still gunning for Shirahoshi. Robin walks in the way, and then she's like, well, attacking a weak-willed woman is not the appropriate thing to do here. And she proceeds in making these giant-ass legs and starts stomping on all these fishmen. Bam, bam, bam. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Crushes them, call it a day. And then comes, you know, Franky pulling out. Wait, is there more? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No. After that comes Franky. Yeah, Franky pulls out the stuff where Usopp, Nami, Chopper, and Papagoon are in the brachio tank, while Franky is on the motorcycle, you know, doing his thing. I was like, yeah, that was hot. That was hot. Look, Franky, yo, Suuuper, yeah, that was hot. And then the last portion, I believe, was the Kraken. Yeah, and here's where shit got good, because after we see the brachio tank and the motorcycle, and Luffy's having a ball, and, you know, Horty Jones is getting really pissed off, so he gets up, he's like, come, Kraken, and then all of a sudden we see the Kraken, and he's above the plaza, he starts rolling in, and I'm trying to figure out how none of the people on Fishman Island noticed the Kraken coming in, like, how they not see the Kraken coming in, how they not see that thing? This thing is the size of, like, a freaking small mountain. How do you not see this Kraken coming in? So I question that. But still, the Kraken came in. He literally jumped in, like, just jumped in. I was like, oh shit, Surmay. And then Luffy's like, hey, you know, Surmay, it's me. You know, we're buddies, you know. And then, you know, so the Kraken attempts to attack, decides not to. Even though Horty Jones was like, no, you attack because you're my slave. You're my bitch. Luffy, no. Luffy and the Kraken are best buddies. You know, like, they do like a little tickle, high five kind of thing. And then Surmay goes on the offensive. And then Luffy tells the Kraken to protect Shirahoshi. And then Luffy decides to, you know, go on the offensive once more. And that right there is the end of the episode. Now, in my personal opinion, this episode, it was good. I thought it was good because, in my personal opinion, the animation was a lot better, or it was more well done, as opposed to last week's animation, where last week it felt really slow, but this week the fighting was, it actually felt fast-paced, you know. It felt a lot more dynamic, you know, like we see Luffy coming in there, start doing, you know, punches and kicks. Zoro and Sanji the same thing. We see Jinbei doing a few attacks too. Jinbei comes in there, you know, Fishman Karate, you know, Seiken, all kind of stuff. So it definitely was a lot quicker when it came to fighting pacing. So overall, a good episode of One Piece, and I'll see you guys later. Please remember that Vanderdecker is coming in with some big ass ship overhead. So yeah, look forward to that, people. Look forward to that, and especially look forward to when Luffy. When the officers get in. For those of you guys who don't read the manga, look forward to when we see the officers get involved in the fight. When we see Dosen and Huzo, and when they start joining the combat. So that being said, this is King of Lightning. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day.